Okay, so quickly, in the next video, I'll quickly show us how to put the cover. We are almost through with our cap. Now you get your fabric. Remember, we are working with two fabric, the main fabric and the lining. So you also get the same thing as well. In a situation whereby you're using the same fabric, you don't need to use two fabric for the cover. So make sure wrong side facing each other, right? So now place this. Now, before you do this joining, you make sure that I've already done my trimming. If you notice that they are not equal, that is the main fabric and the lining, they are not equal, you trim it neatly, right? Now when you're through the trim, you now place this as shown. Now place this as shown. You can see, make sure it's round. Okay, just make sure it's round. Place this as shown. Make sure it's very, very round. Okay. All right. So now trace around the edges. Take notes. You're tracing around the edges. Take a look. The main fabric is at the top. Take a look. The main fabric, while the lining is at the down. Take note of that, right? So now trace this round. So now trace this round. We are tracing this round. Make sure it's round. Make sure it's properly round. All right. So we're now tracing this. So we're now tracing this round. Trace this round, you trace this, right? When you're through with your tracing, okay? So when you're through, you now remove this and cut. You remove this. When you're through, you now cut it round. Okay, this is what I came up with mine. All right, now to make it more easier, we'll put a notch. Now this is the center, so you fold this point to this point and you put a notch here. Put a notch. Then you also fold the next two, notch to notch. Then you also do your notch here. You put your notch here. You also put your notch here. So you do the same thing here as well. Notch, make sure you sew this. Remember, you sew them round. First of all, sew this round. Then you also put your notch round. Put your notch here. Alright, so now place this. When your notch is there, you can use pin, notch to notch. Use pin. Then when you're through, you now so take notes, the main fabric at the top. So now sew this notch. Remember the notch starting from this notch. So we are sewing this half in. So we'll be sewing this round. Take notes, we'll be sewing this. So let's do that now. We are trying to sew this round. Just make sure you put your notch to notch and sew this round. We're trying to sew this round. You just sew this round. Okay, when you're through sewing this round, if you have your weaving machine, please weave this round. Just want to trim it. There's no weaving machine at the moment. When you're through with the sewing, please weave this round. So we are through with our. This is how to make a Yoruba cap or a filler, popularly known as. So you can actually use your asoke fabric. This is what the client asked me to use. You can design this, can put embroidery on it if you want to. Okay. Okay, so turn this. Remember I said, so our cap is ready. So that is it. So that is it. So bend this. So bring this out, make sure it's neat. So bend, so iron this neatly. Take notes, you iron this neatly. Then when you're through, so make sure it's out properly. Okay, as you can see, right? So that is it. So this is how to make this beautiful cap. You can use your asoke fabric right? So iron this neatly. All right, so once again, you're watching PJ Collection Clothing Online Training.